Quote of the day. It takes a winner to train a winner to make a winner win. By Trey Taylor.
Welcome back to the Untamed Texas podcast. Episode 4. It takes a leader. Thanks, Taylor, for that. I appreciate you adding that background music. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the quote of the day. It is sponsored by yours truly,
Trey Taylor. The Texas Ninja, baby.
And I am Sean Phillips, the Timberwolf. Guys, welcome back. Sorry for that week break. Trey had to go. He had to go to New Orleans, go be the best man.
Yeah, my buddy Taylor in the military, he got married. I was the best man. It was a beautiful wedding. Shout out to Taylor and Zen.
Congratulations.
Yeah, nice, man. It was a beautiful wedding. She got brought in on a horse and carriage. They got married. They went off into the sunset. Fireworks going off. It was like
That's
insane.
amazing.
It was awesome, man. It was really
That
cool.
is awesome.
Yeah. Had some good old New Orleans food. It was really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Also in the background, we got Taylor, my cousin, and my brother Gary.
Which is my first time big in here, which is nice.
What's up?
They'll be here sometimes. We'll have some guys in the background sometimes with us, putting in their 2 cents in everything we talk about.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't listen to the fucking show, but that's fine. It's okay. We'll accept it.
Sorry, fans, but I'm not.
I saw it one day, but I just kind of kept scrolling.
Oh my gosh. Speaking
okay.
of seeing it, we want to do a live video next week, right?
Yes, next week.
So all you
Do
listeners,
a live video on Facebook Live this time. But afterwards, guys, we are going to start doing a YouTube. We're going to try to shift that into YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, we got to be very quiet about certain topics from now on. I don't know if you heard about that from the Hodge twins.
Yeah. They're like starting to censor people that have false information.
Yes,
and
which we really don't. We don't say much about it.
No.
We just say what's out there, like what's out there on the medias.
Mm-hmm.
So don't shut our shit down. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But as far as the quote of the day, a winner's mentality.
That's right, man.
What's that all about?
So a winner's mentality, man. All right. I've talked to especially a lot of people in 2020 that has gone through a lot of tough times. And for me, a winner's mentality, that's when you got to just kind of get in that mind zone. You know what I mean? Like a winner's mentality, is basically a winning mentality means one has enough self-belief in their abilities to know that they can achieve what it is they're out to set out to do. Oftentimes that doesn't come naturally, but the good news is that it can be developed. So 2020 for everybody has been crazy, right?
It's been a shit show.
It has. And you have to have a strong mentality through all these tough times. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
And that applies to everything in life. So that's kind of what I want to talk a little bit about, is having that winner's mentality mindset, not only now through 2020, but just in general, throughout
Right.
life, and how it can help. You know what I mean?
And I agree with you there. You have to have that mentality, especially right now. We're almost at the end of the year. You have some people starting their new goals.
Yep.
You can't go into it like, well, last year I didn't do it. You got to go in there, I'm going to fucking do it this year.
Exactly.
I'm going to nail this crap.
Yep.
Just like me. I'm still going to nail beating that record for the Murph.
There you go.
Have I ran any? No, but I will.
There you go, man. Yeah, that's what it's really all
But
about.
like you and
mentality.
Taylor, y'all are getting ready for the Spartan games,
I'm
which
trying. I fucked up my leg.
Yeah, he's a little
is
injured
it
right
still
now.
bad?
Yeah, it's gotten worse.
Did you do the Epsom salt?
He did. I
He
think
did
it's
all that
I think
shit.
it's a ligament tear, honestly,
Oh,
and so I want him to go get looked at because he's been rehabbing it. He's been I don't know. He bought this like awesome machine that can like massage with heat on it, and so he's been doing that Epsom salt bath. He's been stretching it, but anytime he runs longer than 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if he's like just jogging or what. After 2 minutes, he's like he can't go anymore. So
Damn.
I've got him on like the elliptical, kind of just to get his endurance up, so he doesn't lose his endurance. But,
Right.
I think he needs to go get looked at
Because you're
pretty
going to
soon.
need that.
Yeah.
I'm going to run over your ass.
Retirement stuff.
No, I'm going to be in the background like, you guys got to slow down.
Yeah, man.
I'm honestly can't wait. Did you already sign up for it?
No, we haven't yet because there's a few different
Well, I don't
dates.
know if I am if my leg's blocked.
So
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna wait to see what the doctor says with him. There's a few different. There's one in March. There's one in May. There's one in June and October. So depending on his ability to recover, is
But the one in October is the weekend of Stephanie's birthday.
yeah,
My
which is
sister.
my wife. So we'll just kind of take it one day at a time.
I
See
have
what
to
the
go
doctor
to the
says.
doctor, So we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully you
Whenever
do
I get
that.
around to that.
Yeah, in like a year.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, because I'm not going to sign up until y'all pick a date. Because I'm not going to go in there by myself. I'm kind of self-conscious about that.
You should.
Wow. Thanks, man. But yeah, I think that is, in everything you do, you have to have a winner's mentality through it all. I mean,
and it's something you got to work at, and you can
Oh.
develop it. It just takes time, practice, like everything else, right?
yeah, so don't go in there so negative.
Yeah.
You want a piece?
No, I'm good. Appreciate your bad habits too.
It's not. Dude, girl at the bar last night told me that I have a bad habit. I didn't appreciate it. Jake agreed with me,
Yeah.
actually. Sorry, you said bad habit.
You kind of are a bad habit. Not doing that.
Fuck you.
What is he doing talking to a girl at a bar? You're not even-
Oh, wow.
Well, the girl I was telling you about, she was there.
What girl?
The girl I'm talking to.
The blonde?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if she would want us to say her name.
No.
Okay.
That's why I said the blonde.
Yeah, the blonde that Taylor's talking to. She's a very nice girl. I met her.
Yeah.
Very nice lady.
I don't-
She's
I
a
don't
very
think
nice human being,
I don't
but
think
yeah.
she'll know about the podcast. So I think
I bet
Yeah.
she listens to it in the background.
She,
I don't know.
she probably doesn't
Checking
know
up on
how to
everybody.
go.
Yeah. Like, what are
That's
dirty
right.
secrets?
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. So speaking of like,
But how do you, in your opinion, how do you put in a winner's mentality, like, in your daily life?
in my
Because,
daily life,
because you're a busy guy.
yeah, I'm very high paced, very, it's go, go, go.
Every single
But for me, it started whenever I was a young kid. I was the youngest and the smallest on every team I played on. So literally, if you looked at like a little league baseball or football team,
Right.
look for the smallest kid. That was me. So my dad always taught me, like, doesn't matter how big or small you are, it's about your heart and how bad you want it. So, and he instilled that in me whenever I was a kid. So basically, there were no limits. I was the smallest kid on the team, but I was also the team captain. I was also the pitcher for my baseball team, the quarterback for my football team, and I didn't really take any shit from anyone. And
And when you went in there, that you were there.
that
you made
was my
yourself known.
mindset. Like, I don't care how many times I get knocked down, but as long as I get up more times than I get knocked down, I'm a winner at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So
True that.
that's kind of, it was installed at a very early age by my dad to just never quit, never give up, and to prove yourself and time again. You know what I mean?
I like to call that the lone survivor mentality too.
There you
Because
go.
you ever watched that movie?
Yeah, that's a great
Marcus never gave up
Yeah.
throughout that whole shit.
Yeah.
So
it's,
yeah,
I met him.
It's you know?
yeah, he met him at the farmers market.
What?
Yeah, he
I
was
met
there.
The guy, and he's
he-
really nice.
Yeah, he seems like a great,
And
genuine,
The
like
thing
humble
that
guy.
he,
You
the
know?
thing he told me is he was just like, "This is your mother, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was just like, he was like, "What did
Basically, take care of her.
Dude, how can you fucking forget what Marcus
Dude,
Luttrell
Marcus.
said? Like, I would have that locked in the vault forever.
Yeah, I know, right?
treat
That's
you
awesome.
never forget where you came from, and also like
Yeah, that's a big thing.
love your mother."
That's awesome.
Definitely.
I-
He
was-
is a big mama's boy, I will say
I
that.
love how
But he's a Texas boy, so that's a normal thing to say.
whenever how I met him was we were at a farmer's market, and
Buying a cow.
we were buying a cow. Let's talk about it was at this vegetable buyout thing, and it was just like,
You eat vegetables?
and he was just he was like the normal person getting some vegetables and stuff. I was like, "Is that Marcus Luttrell?" And the guy says, "Oh yeah, he shopped here normally."
That's awesome.
That is crazy.
That's
And
so
I'm
See,
just like-
my biggest fear is I'd get him confused with his twin.
And
Because
then-
they do look exactly
and
alike.
then I was
Yeah, he has
just
a
like,
twin.
"Marcus Luttrell," and then he was like,
Alright.
"What's up, man?"
She's like,
No
walk up
way.
to him like,
And he was like,
So-
That's
I was
so
like, "You're." I mean, I love your. I mean, dude, you're
Yeah.
amazing. You're you're amazing person.
You're starstruck, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then my mom was just like, hey.
Yeah.
And my mom, and Marcus and Mom would, she brought up you.
Yeah.
And
Did y'all get a picture?
Yeah, they did.
That's
They
so
posted.
cool, man.
he is tall.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, he's a Navy
He's a
SEAL.
very good person.
Most Navy SEALs are big and tall.
Talk about never giving up. That's the thing I agree with. Never giving up and
Yeah.
don't quit.
Yeah, I
How
can't
much-
say the same thing. When I played football,
Yeah, you quit.
they told me that I wasn't going to play
Actually,
because the seniors, it was senior night or some shit. And it was supposed to be like raining and sleeting in like 12 degrees. We
Yeah.
played Newton.
Yeah.
So I fucking quit. So
But I mean, and,
But do you regret it? Like, do you wish you would have stuck it out just to, you know what I mean? Like,
I regret
kind
it.
of.
did you get it on your Letterman's jacket? Like, whenever you graduated? Like, the
What, did I
football,
quit,
the,
or-
the football symbol.
quitter.
Like the football symbol that comes on your Letterman
Oh,
jacket.
no, I didn't get one.
You didn't get one. So, like, looking back, do you regret, like, kind of giving up?
Kind of, sort of, but
I can
my
agree.
coach was a jackass.
But
So-
see, I can agree
That's why
with
I
you
quit.
there. Is because I ended up quitting football. 'cause
It's,
my back.
it's a playoff game. We ended up losing.
I went Dory Intermediate.
Yeah, you
I quit because I was too much of a.
pussy.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know we could cuss, so we're cussing.
I just said fuck like 3 times. I mean, we don't say it that
so
much
yeah,
anymore.
I was being a pussy, and I regret that. I regret that.
But you know what? You can admit it now, and that's fine.
Hey, it's in the past, man. Don't worry
And
about it.
dude, I quit football too because of my back and everything. And
But
if I could go
I'm just
back,
gonna say this. I'm not the only one who did
I
quit
probably
because he was a
wouldn't have.
pussy.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't
Hey,
have.
it was cold. No, I was
Oh,
just going to
cold.
stand there. Fuck that.
Y'all's
Hey,
generation's a whole bunch of
He
quitters,
had a
man.
back
What the hell's
issue,
wrong
and
with
he
y'all?
still.
He called me a quitter in my face.
Yeah, well, you
I
quit.
would have too.
Hey, fuck that guy.
Also,
But he was right, though, at the time.
At the time, maybe. I'm not going to say yes.
I think the only sport I never really quit at was when I was fighting. When I did boxing, MMA, and kickboxing.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I loved, beating people up. I love challenging myself. And when you're up against an opponent that he could kick your ass,
Mm-hmm.
it's just that thrill. Like, hey, I'm gonna put everything I got,
Yeah.
not just for me, but for my mentality after this. I already know I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious. This guy weighs 5 more pounds than I do, and he's been doing it for 2 more years longer than I have.
Mm.
But I'm going to go in there. I'm going to learn what I can from this fight, and I'm going to come back a month later, have that rematch, and I'm going to kick his ass.
Right.
And that was my mentality throughout that. And in football,
Yeah.
I never looked at that 6'4" linebacker or lineman like, holy shit, if I get tackled. I looked at him like, I'm going to go through you like open doors.
That's the thing with me. Like, even when you lose, technically, if you learn something from your loss, you didn't really lose.
No.
If it can make you better, like, that's all that matters. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that's with life in general, not only just sports, but with a job, a relationship, all of that.
A child.
Everything, man.
Also, I did not know that you're America Ninja Warrior.
You didn't know that, man? Yeah.
I did not.
I
see
talk
that.
about that about
I
him all
followed
the
you on
time.
Instagram. I was just
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Yeah, season 6 and 7, man. It was cool. It was a little
And you
bit
have to have
different
that
back
winner's mentality.
I
then. Dude, yeah, because
we've
I was
talked about it
competing
here.
with people in the Olympics, people in the NBA, NFL. Like, these are like true
MMA,
athletes,
UFCs.
people that have represented the US of A, man. And I'm
Right.
over here trying to like beat their time or just get that next spot so I can go on to the next round. And these guys are like tip top shape. And Trey Taylor from Magnolia, Texas, who is this kid? You know what I mean? And I'm that kid that was the shortest freaking kid on the team that had that winner's mentality to get to where I was.
No, you're not that
you know
kid.
what I mean?
You're that kid that's going to make that athlete look like he needs to
Yeah.
go back and do some extra reps.
There's a lot of people that I met though in the ninja community that are just kind-hearted and genuine, because when you go on that course, it's you versus that course. You know what I mean? Even though
Right.
you got to have a good time, if you hit the buzzer, you're automatically guaranteed to go to the next round.
Right.
So it wasn't me versus this Olympic athlete or NBA. It was me versus me, and that right there, that's why I kind of like mud runs and Spartan races, because it's what I can bring to the table, and it's me versus me. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like, how can I be a better me tomorrow than I am today? And that, if you apply that in your everyday life, man, you are gonna just freaking skyrocket. You know what I mean?
Fucking love you.
And
Fuck
that's
you, man.
The
He's
thing
fucking
is,
great.
though, sports is not the only thing that you have to have that winner mentality. I don't make fun of me. I write things. I write poetry and crap